Okay, here's my point. Is that a lot of times you don't get proper feedback about things. Sometimes experience can actually be misleading. Here's the thing. You know, people can sometimes think they're doing a great job. It's like something I said a million times in the past. I've written it many times. But, you know, if you were learning a language, for example, and somebody taught you a word, or words, and they taught you in the wrong way, and you had nothing else to compare that to, except the only thing you had was what the teacher taught. The thing is, you don't know that what you learned is wrong until you put it into play. Once you put it in play, you know, as I say, it's like putting the ball in play. Once you put it out there in a live situation, you begin to realize there's conflicts. You and the world have conflicts when you throw it out there. Here's, not cornflakes, but conflicts. Big difference between conflicts and cornflakes. But the problem is this. It's like if I were to teach you Spanish, for example, and let's say if I were going to teach you the word for red. Now, the word for red in Spanish is rojo. That's the proper word, rojo. And the word for blue is azul. But suppose I taught you the opposite. What if I taught you that the word for red was azul and the word for blue is rojo? Okay, you learn that. And let's say I'm a teacher and I've been teaching students for a long time this incorrect way. And if you were to go and try to have a conversation with one of my other students, they would reinforce the wrong ideals. And I would be spreading these wrong ideals almost like a person with a virus spreading it. Like a person with typhoid spreading it to everybody else. But there are people who would have an immunity to it, though. This thing wouldn't spread to somebody who actually knows the right words. Someone who knows that the word for red is rojo would probably tell me, look, you got it wrong. That's not the right word. And they would point it out to me. But I could also be a kind of person who's very stubborn. And I don't want to change. And I could get angry and mad and throw a temper tantrum when somebody tries to correct me. And then I could just claim that other people who are saying something different, they're wrong. And I could tell my students, don't listen to those people who are telling you that the word rojo means red. That they're wrong and, everything else. But see, I kind of think that sometimes with certain types of thinking, things work that way. Now, I'm just using this made-up example. But the principles are pretty much the same. You can learn the wrong thing. You can believe something that's incorrect. And you can believe it so strongly and be so insistent on it. And you just keep, going with it. You don't want to be corrected. You don't want somebody to tell you you did it the wrong way. You've been doing it the wrong way for years. Now, not only are you doing it the wrong way, but, you might always go back and say, well, I've been doing this for 20 years. Or I've been saying this for 20 years. Or I've been saying this for 30 years. The one thing that's true is the number of years you've been doing something incorrect is not a plus. Let's just say that. That's reality right there. Doing something wrong for a long period of time is not a plus in life. People learn a lot of things that are incorrect, and they don't want to change. And the things that they learn become so reinforced that it seems like to use the term that I've heard people say, it seems like a robust truth, because they've done it for so long, and they've reinforced it for so long, and they've been teaching it for so long, and they've spread it for so long, that they cannot. It's extremely difficult because it would produce a lot of anxiety to think, maybe I've been doing it wrong. Maybe I've been doing this the wrong way for the longest time. It's very difficult to change. Let me stop right here.